positive and feel nice also related.
They are very ambitious people. I intentionally said something negative because you will not find anything negative about Aquarius ascendant anywhere. If you search internet, you will find n number of things about positive Aquarius. So I intentionally said negative about that.
Nice.
Yes. So the positive, they are very ambitious people. They are very goal-oriented people, right? So because of the goal-oriented people, they uh, they create an atmosphere for others also to be ambitious. Because of the lordship of Saturn, they exert themselves, they put effort physically to achieve their goals. See, they hard work, they do a lot of hard work because they have a target in their mind. So, to fulfill their desire, their wishes, their goals, their ambitions, they physically exert themselves. Lot of hard work. You must have seen, I'm not much aware about Hollywood stars, so I can give an example of Bollywood, India only. Amitabh Bachchan, very famous in India. Have you heard about him? No? Big B, Amitabh Bachchan. He has been said the you know Mahanayak. Mahanayak means uh, hero of the millennium. He has been put in that bracket. So you must have seen Amitabh Bachchan. You can search. Have you got mobile? Just if you see the image, maybe by name you are not able to. The most famous person, one of the most famous person in India, in film industry, Amitabh Bachchan, Amitabh. Amitabh. The last name is Bachchan, Bachann, or simply N. Yes, he is Amitabh Bachchan. Huh? Maybe in his young age pictures, he is quite an influential person in India. So he is termed as Big B. He has, from the time when he was in the beginning until now, he was once the highest paid actor of the film industry in India. So, lot of effort, lot of hard work, a lot of commitment. They are very committed people, and their commitment is because of their goal-oriented mind. They're very committed, very punctual people because of the lordship of Saturn. If they have to fulfill their desire and their wishes, they are very punctual. Otherwise, they are a bit lazy. Without purpose, without any goal, or without fulfilling any desire, they are lazy people. But once they are very clear with their wishes, their desire, they exert themselves. They put a lot of hard work. But because of the air element, Aquarius air element, they most of the time they are not able to fulfill the desire of connected to their physical self because their practical approach is not very grounded. You know, it's more of a imaginations. They live in dreams. Their personality are connected with dreams, desires, thoughts of projecting themselves. Maybe someday I would have that kind of physique. I would have that kind of body because it is connected to the 11th house. But because of air element, that that groundedness is lacking. So there is, a kind of frustration. That is why I've said something negative about it. Otherwise, they are very motivated people. They are always in the mode of motivating others. Sorry? Okay. Uh,
Actually, no, from the supermarket. Ah, okay, they say, yeah.
if I see Ashish nearby, I will ask for some tissue papers. Okay. Anything else about Aquarius ascendant? See, when I talk about certain zodiac signs, you know, uh, it is something out of the box, which is not rarely seen. And my intention is not to hurt anybody's ego. This is the way the existence has made them. And when I'm explaining something negative about certain zodiac sign, so I'm giving logic also, I'm giving the reasons also. When I have described the zodiac signs related to Sagittarius and Leo and uh, other one, Aries, they are always in an aggressive mood, always in aggressive mood because of fire element, always in a kind of which for other people looks as if they are in a kind of fight mode, as if they are projecting, they are dominating, but because of fire element they are in that aggressive mode. So anybody who comes in the interaction of these fire element people, uh, Aries and Sagittarius and Leo, they uh, their ego is bit hurt, because they create a sort of domination when they talk, when they communicate, because of fire element. You feel the fire element, the energy of aura of fire in comparison to water element. These people, they do not hurt ego of other person, to be very frank. So in general, among common masses, these people do not challenge the ego of other person. So common masses, they feel more relaxed in their company. in the company of Cancerian or Pisces or Scorpion because of water element, right? But these fire element, they they are a bit a kind of irritation. The ego is being provoked when they get interaction with these Aries and Sagittarius and Leo people. Why? Because they are projecting the aura of fire, and other people start feeling as if we are on the wrong path. We should follow these people, you know, but not in the case of water element zodiac sign. They do not create that kind of aura that we should follow these people. But fire elements,
They say they don't challenge the fire elements. The fire elements don't challenge others.
they challenge, they create an atmosphere of challenge.
I see that on water.
Whenever they are projecting themselves, whenever they are interacting themselves, other person forced to get influenced by these people. They are not, maybe they are in a very relaxed mode. But when these people comes in their interaction, because of fire element, because of that magnetic aura, of the fire, other people are forced to get influenced by these people. For some period of time, their conscious level is elevated. So they got very agitated sometime, they as if they have they have been jolted by these a kind of jerk by these three people. Sorry, Aries and Leo and Sagittarius. So there could be a ego clash. Either you follow me or you go away. This kind of energy these people are throwing, but not in the case of water element. You need not follow me. You can be like that only, and I can, and even you can enjoy my company. Right? That is not the case. The fire element. So that is why I tell all the revolutions has happened through these three zodiac sign, Aries and Aquarius and Leo, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, not Aquarius. Aquarius people are also rebellious. Aquarius people are also rebellious because they create an atmosphere of target oriented life. We should live with target. Life should have purpose. They have in their saying, life without purpose is like a ship without destination. They are also motivators. One who is staying without any goal, without any purpose. If Aquarian people comes in their interaction, they start living a life with a purpose. There are a number of dimensions of any zodiac sign. By simply one zodiac sign, a big book can be written. Keep on going deep, deep, deep. Right? So, any other question? Any other doubt about any zodiac sign which you have been comparing with your friends and near and dear ones, and there is something question troubling you? No? Okay. So before we proceed with the last element, Earth, We will start with Sun in all the 12 houses. You know the Sun, yesterday you were asking about some question, right? So how to relate the Aquarius in the first house and Sun in Aquarius, right?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Yeah. You know, the first house is our characterization, our physical body, our uh, physical attributes, the geography of our body, right? The map of our personality. Sun is our ego. Sun is our self-esteem. Sun is the posture. I talk about the first house, all the 12 houses are coming in the first house, tits and bits, right? Connected to the personality. When I talk about Sun, our posture, our attitude, the warmth of our personality, the warmth of our personality. The stability of our personality, the consistency of our personality. Sun is the planet which is the most inactive. Sun does not do anything. Was the king? But Sun is the main source of energy. Only the presence of Sun is more than enough. The way Mars is involved in determination, challenging, and all these things. Mercury is thinking, Saturn is putting hard work, okay, Venus is enjoying. Sun is not involved in any kind of work. By simply his presence is enough. Okay, simply presence. And Sun provides the energy to all the planets. It's the main source of energy. Okay. And the ego and self-respect, self-esteem is all connected to Sun. When the Sun is placed in the first house, Sun is at its best. One of the best of Sun, first house. Because the original ownership of the first house is Mars, Aries, fire element, and Sun, fire element. Sun is very comfortable. And the first house is connected with your self-esteem, your ego, your personality. Even the weakest Sun in first house create a dominance. Even the weakest. My daughter's, one of her friends, she comes to our house once or twice a month. She has problem with the eyes. he couldn't see with one eye, and the other eye is also very problematic. Very distorted body, unshaped. Somewhere she's thin, somewhere fat. Very ugly kind of body. And even in the look, she is a girl, but somewhere she dress up like a boy and a girl. All kind of problems you can search in that girl. But because of sun in her first house, and even the position of the sun is very weak, but because only the presence of sun creates an atmosphere of domination, one could feel the energy of that girl. Only sun in the first house. If one is capable of feeling the energy of another person, we could analyze. This girl has certain posture, certain dominating body language. She drives with half eye vision. She drives car, scooter, motorcycle, all the vehicles she is capable of driving. We stay in Pune. She comes from, I don't know, Kolhapur or Solapur, quite far. 3 hours drive, four-wheeler, car, with half eye vision. There is no accident till date. Very confident because of the sun in first house. When she looks back, the way we are very flexible, we can turn our neck. When she looks back, she has to rotate her body. That kind of deformation of body she has. Sick. But sun is doing the magic. Okay?
This like deformations and whatever she's suffering from, is it also explained by?
Yes, because the position of sun is very weak in our horoscope. And so the deformation of the body, the sun is not able to provide proper energy to his body so that his personality should be errorless or disease free or less problems. Because sun is your personality. Anybody who has a weak sun, they are not able to influence others by their personality. You might come across many kind of people. Whatever they are saying may be 100% right. Very good values, spiritual talks. But they do not create an aura of influence. You might have come across many kind of people like this. All kind of good values, good talks. They are. But we are not getting influenced by these people because of weak sun energy. And there are few people, they are talking rubbish. They are not even able to communicate. Not even beautiful, not even good looking. But because the sun energy is quite strong, they create an impact. We feel like, okay, let's stop nearby and listen to these people. Because of sun energy.
In any house.
In general, sun is very strong in your horoscope. So that is connected to your ego, your self-esteem. And something which I have seen with sun in first house, these people are, the way Venus in seventh house. these people are a bit lazy because sun is in his own house. So laid back attitude. Yeah. As if lion in den. Lion is lion in the jungle, not den. Is not much active, lying down. So the first house is the den of sun. So these people are not much projecting themselves. Their influence comes only when they are out. Right? So a kind of bit laziness is also seen with sun in first house, but a very different kind of laziness. And anybody who has sun in first house, they create a dominance, not uh, by their work, by their ideology, but simply by their presence. So others feel bit offended sometimes, and they feel a kind of inferiority complex when these people interact with them. But sun is comfortable in the first house. Let's move to second house. Again, second house is about our food, our eating habit, our taste, and our family lineage, our face, vocal cord. So, the king, the food habit of king, what the lion eat in the jungle, his platter, his thali, the royal is not have an habit of dal, rice, sabzi, and chapati. That's all. No. Two or three types of vegetables and curd and salad, some sweet, some papad, royal. And if the position of sun is strong, they will leave. They will not finish his thali. Somewhere something is left. Oh, let others eat. The way the jungle, in the jungle, it doesn't completely finish his prey. He 75% or 80% he will eat and just let everybody, the small animals, eat. The same way, my mother-in-law, she has sun in second house. So on our daily, we eat, one vegetable, dal, rice and chapati. This is our Indian food, sometimes salad. But when she is in the kitchen, my wife compels her to, you make the dinner, you make the lunch, 2 3 vegetables and all many things. She made it. Very spicy food, royal food, and she doesn't use the ordinary oil in the preparation, pure desi ghee, clarified butter, pure, because of sun. And family, the native who is raised and brought up. At the back, many people keep on saying bad words or oh, she's like that, she's not doing this way, that way. But the moment she enters among his family, Nobody dare to say anything bad against her. Everybody get frightened because the domination automatically comes into picture. So the face also reflects the radiance of sun. And the voice, they it's not that the voice is, you know, when I have explained about Jupiter in the second house, their voice is as a woofer effect for Jupiter. This may not be the case in Sun because Jupiter is expanding, create a expansion in the voice, second house, but not in the case of Sun in second house. But when they are communicating using their voice, they create an impact. And the savings, that part, that aspect of life is always secure and dominating. You know, sun in any house brighten that house and also burn that house. Create a domination. Because of this domination part, all the family, the family in which is raised and brought up, they have no guts to say against her anything, criticize her. And because of sun, their throat rarely get sick because of domination. Whatever they eat, eating some chilled for water or chilled cold drinks or anything, rarely there's some problem in their vocal cord. Because the sun is giving the domination, making that house very strong. Sun in first house, if it isn't very strongly placed, rarely these people fall sick. Very rarely. Sun in first house, if very well placed. No cold and all that. Changing season problem. Lot of pickle she consumes. She eat anything. But I have not seen any something related to the problem with their throat. Very rarely.
In their case, the throat is
Becomes very strong,
yeah.
dominating.
Yeah.
So because a lot of warmth is coming, even if there's some problem, it gets away very quickly. And in the case of first house, some rarely these people fall sick, or if some sickness comes, they get well soon. Because wherever sun is placed, that is the dominance of your house. You dominate in that house. And because of that dominance, other people might feel inferior, right? Sun in third house. Third house is the house of communication. Brother and sister, short distance travel, all sorts of communication. So when these people communicate, you must have seen many people, very calm and relaxed fellow, not much influence in the personality. And you keep on sitting by that person, Maybe for last 5 days, you have been interacting that fellow, but you're not involved in the kind of communication or in conversation. But suddenly, after 5 days, when these people start talking, get involved in conversation, in communication, any sort, they dominate. You are supposed to, you are compelled to listen these people. They speak as if the king is speaking. They dominate. They reflect the energy of dominance in their communication, in their conversation. And they are very strong in their communication. But again, all pros and cons are there. When they communicate like a king, and others might get upset because the communication is reflecting attitude. They are not frivolous talks, chit chatting. It's not that case. They speak less, but whenever they speak, their conversation is a kind of statement. They are not intentionally in their conversation, in their communication, projecting dominance on other. It is happening very naturally. When you come across these people, you are being overshadowed by their conversation. Or they are too much boosting themselves. But that is coming very naturally. Regarding brothers and sisters, one of my client from Delhi, she said, I have no problem with my brother and sister, but they do not come and gel up with me. I want to enjoy with my brother and sister, but they are always running away from me. What could be the problem? I said, you have sun in your third house. You create a dominance whenever you are interacting with your brother and sisters. So nobody wants to be get dominated by other people. So the brother and sister, they try to remain away from these people. No? We can only respect you, obey you, but it's very difficult to stay with you. Right? And vice versa can also happen. Even the brothers or sisters creates an atmosphere of domination both way. So there is a distant relationship between brothers and sisters. And their daring is very obvious. They are not showing off their daring. King, no. King by natural is a daring person. So they are not showing off their daringness. Sun in fourth house. Either the mother playing the role of father, son, fatherly figure or father. So either the mother playing the role of father or father playing the role of mother. Maybe, one of my client in Dharam Code, when I have given the consultation to her, she said that when I was very small, my mother left her. So my father has raised and brought me. So my father was mother and father both. Sun in fourth house. So these people, they are reflecting their ego, their self-esteem, their energy through feelings, emotions, sentiments. They try to dominate others using the tools of emotions, feelings, sentiments. Sun in the first house, these people dominate using their physical traits, using their body, physical characterization. They use this, their personality as a trait to create a dominance on others. But in this case, fourth, they are using their emotions, they create a dominance. For example, they create an atmosphere of pity. And we are hypnotized or get influenced by these people. Oh my God, you are like that? And the primary education and the vehicle, their vehicle are not an ordinary vehicle. They want that their vehicle should be very royal. Sun means royalness. Again, my brother-in-law, whenever he has purchased his vehicle, it reflects the royalness. Royalness. 6-seater, 7-seater, the big one. Even recently, only he has purchased a new vehicle and it's a royal one. Because Sun wants that all the traits related to the fourth house should reflect the royalness. And as I've told that emotions and sentiments, they want to project their ego or their self-esteem. Once my brother-in-law fell down and had stitches on his face. An accident happened at home only. So at that point of time, he remembered his sister. and at least 15-20 emotional messages he sent. Only at that time. Otherwise, not even an iota of information what is happening in his life because of Ketu in her third house. So I was surprised. 10-15 messages because they want to project their emotions, their feelings. They want to create a dominance. And there is a lot of possibility that mother could be a dominating figure in your life, very strong, like a father. And the dwelling place, the house, dominating, the aura of sun. The client to which I have given the consultation in Dharam Court, she was uh, staying in a room, was nearby my room. So only once went to her room and I could feel the aura of sun. The aura of sun means the things are very dominated. My father-in-law, the fourth house is influenced by sun energy, and he has the best or the most dominating room of the complete apartment. He's living in a 3-room apartment house. So, which room has a very dominating aura? His personal room, because of the sun energy. Any doubt, any question pops up in your mind regarding this?
So the person can then also dominate his mother?
Can be, yes.
Yeah.
Or mother is dominating him because of fatherly figure. Yes, there is a possibility. They're talking about brother-in-law. He is always dominating her mother, his mother. And mother is threatened. She does not pinpoint the mistakes. She gives him leverage because of sun in fourth house. Dominance from both sides or any one side. He is the youngest child. It's my brother-in-law, youngest. And she is the eldest daughter. But my mother-in-law will not say anything to him. Why? Sun in fourth house automatically creates an aura of dominance. Right? Anything else? Nothing? Sun in fifth house. Friends, relationship, either of the both. Either you dominate your friends or friends are dominating you. An aura of dominance is happening very naturally. their creativity. These people are not hiding their creativity. They are projecting their creativity to create a dominance in the field of creativity. Maybe they are building a big mansion or a big image idol of 20 feet or 30 feet. Whatever they do in the field of creativity, they create an aura of dominance. And obviously, these are creative people because their dominance is very easily portraying through creativity. These people, either of the both, either they dominate their son, the first child, or the son or the first child is dominating them. Or a royal kind of behavior with the first child or by the first child. Second child is not very active from fifth house. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ninth house. Second child. In general, first child is fifth house. If the position of sun is strong, they dominate in the share market, stock market, and depends upon the position of sun. And the zodiac sign plays in it. Sun in sixth house. All negative stuff happening in the sixth house. Sun brightens up. It creates a floodlight glow in that house. So, this is sun. Here, it is reflecting. At that corner, it is not reflecting. When it is reflecting here, everything is visible in this portion. So nobody can hide diseases, physical issues, mental issues, or even the enemy is not capable of hiding himself from these people. Sometimes there's some issue, physical issue in our life, and we are not able to diagnose it. What is happening? And there's some pain in my back. I couldn't make out why this regularly triggering up. We are not in a position to diagnose it. But not in this case. Sun in sixth house, things are brighten up. So the problems are easily visible. So this is a good placement because when we are able to diagnose our physical problem, something can be done. Or some mental tension, this fellow is creating mental tension, or this is the reason of my mental tension, something can be done. Yes, please. Yeah. So the enemy is not able to hide either of the both. Either he is dominating on the enemy, or there is a possibility that enemy is quite strong enough and he's dominating on him. So this is a good placement. But again, then their personality or the energy is always smothered by the negative stuff. Because they are the placement by the placement of sun in sixth house, their energy or their aura or the brightness is seeing every time the negative stuff. It's just like a torch. The torch in first house see about the body. Torch in second house sees about the traits of second house. Now the torchlight is focused in sixth house. So every time this person is smothered by the physical problem, mental problem, enemies. But one thing is very sure, nobody can do harm. No physical problem, no mental tension. Try to harm these fellow, but problems are there. They cannot run from the problems. So they keep on burning the problems. One problem, another problem.
Successful?
Yes, obviously successful. But the struggle is there. But effort is been used, Your sun energy is used. In solving the issues. They are successful. But one is fed up. Every time you are solving the problem, there is no doubt that every time I am successful, but I don't want to get into the problems, issues. So because of this reason, they are a bit fed up. Every time there's a mental issue, physical issue, somebody's creating obstacle in my life, problem in my life. So they try to burn away the enemy or burn away the problem. Burn away the enemies, burn away the problem means they don't want to get involved in the sort of arguments. They just want to get away. Get away. Let that completely go away. Okay. Anybody has sun in sixth house? Let's move to sun in seventh house. Sun is the weakest in seventh house. Because I will not go in much detail, but the first house is the east direction and the seventh house is the west direction. So sun sets in the west. So what happened after the sun is set? Sun is not visible. Sun is not visible. So because of that invisible pattern or the attribute or the quality, these people, they try to project themselves. The sun in first house, they may be doing some good deeds, right? They may be involved in certain social service or some solving certain problems or good deeds, and they are done with that. Okay, I have solved 10 people problem. Okay, I'm truthful, I'm honest. Okay, sun in first house, they solve 10 people problem, and they forget it. I'm done with that. But sun in seventh house, these people are also honest, truthful, but they say that I have solved 10 people problem because they want to project their kingly energy. You know, they are honest people, they are truthful people, but they boost their truthfulness, honesty by saying. They always whenever they are in conversation or in discussion, I'm not talking about in all the cases, but in general, I'm talking about whenever they are involved in any discussion or conversation, they try to project their ego. One of my friend has sun in seventh house. So when we are involved in the discussion, I'm talking about a friend who has sun in seventh house. He is into that praising himself. I'm like that. People love me. People like me. I have done this. I have done that always, most of the time. Or recalling all the incidents of the past, boosting himself. You know, because of their, the sun is our ego, is our self esteem. In seventh house, west, sunsets. So, because of that, there arises a sort of inferiority complex in these people. Someday, my spouse called him that I was remembering you at some point of time. We had a very good enjoyment, we laughed, we shared jokes. So, I was just recalling that thing, and I was thinking of you, and you are remembered. So, I called you. He said, I am that kind of person that everybody remember me. Instead of saying thanks, even I remember you people sometime. It doesn't say that. He said, I am that kind of person that everybody remember me. They are projecting their ego, which has been diminished. So because of that, they are truthful people, they are honest people, but every time they feel as if they are being ignored. So intentionally they do something so that they remain in limelight, they become more into focus. So because of that, there is a possibility of losing temper. Because they realize is that other people are misunderstanding me or underestimating me. That kind of thought process or ignoring me. As I've described, sun is your ego, self-esteem, self-respect. So in this house, self-esteem, self-respect is diminished. Either they dominate their spouse or their spouse dominate on them. In both cases, they are not comfortable with the spouse. A very high kind of spiritual maturity is required to get well with the spouse. And even when they are acting with the outside world, they try to project their dominance on other person has own likes and dislikes, his freedom, you know they cannot move according to you, but they think that the world should move accordingly the way they want. That is not the case for the sun in the first house. Very composed with his self respect, self esteem, their ego. Every time they have to remind themselves that they are king. Sun in seventh house. I was talking about the friend who has sun in seventh house. In my mobile phone, I had set up a ringtone of a Sufi Qawwali of Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. You heard about this person? Famous Qawwali singer, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Very, very good singer. You might not understand, but if you could listen, by simply listening, he will let your energy rise. The the sargam of his Qawwali, he will you will be after some time you will not able to understand the language, but suddenly you will feel that the level of your consciousness is rising by listening to his Qawwalis, his voice, such a magical voice. Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, NUSRAT, Nusrat, one of the best Qawwali singer ever born, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. So big. My mobile I have set that ringtone of Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan Qawwali. Whenever somebody calls me and it rings. This fellow, a sun in seventh house, it doesn't suit you. You are an astrologer. You should have put some some relaxing music. This is a noise. Change it. They they behave this way. They want to change or forcing dominance on others. It's very difficult to adjust with these people. If the position of sun is strong and in seventh house, then it is also more difficult. Okay, so a problem with the spouse also. Okay, and sun in the eighth house. This is one of the best placement of the sun because we cannot compare it with the placement of sun in first house because he is at home. But in eighth house, all the traits, because eighth house is a house of darkness. So all the traits, all the things which are hidden is been as if you are entering with a big floodlight in a deep jungle, and all the mammals, birds, or the animals suddenly become visible. So these people are like that. They project the unknown realm of their life through their dominance. Eighth house. They simplified. Oh, you are frightened of ghost? This is a ghost. Because of sun in eighth house, they are brightening up. You will feel as if in a deep jungle full of darkness, there is a glow of light coming from inside. So they disclose the secrets, the mysteries of hidden sciences. And by disclosing, things become very comfortable. Let's talk about tantra or the importance of mantra or magic, spiritualism, death, or astrology, all the subjects which are hidden. They become visible. These people talk about the serious aspect of eighth house very comfortably, not in privacy or one-to-one talk. In a very general terminology, they talk about eighth house in general. These people are very daring people. Again, the many things, uh, the treasure of other person, they dominate. The treasure of spouse or the intimate relationship, they dominate. In-laws, either of the two, or the in-laws create a dominance on these people, or they create a dominance on in-laws. So because of that, the relationship with in-laws is distant. They do not feel much comfortable in their presence. But they are fearless people. Sun in 8th house. They are capable of uh, getting spiritual powers or the hidden powers of the mysterious power of the cosmos. Depends upon person to person how much thirst a person has. Many have sun in 8th house, but they all are not capable of getting that mysterious power, spiritual power. We need to tap it. We need to put effort. We should have a thirst of it. They, in a very journal explanation, they dominate death. Sun, 8th house of death.
So how does one dominate that?
Death in the sense, uh, when we describe about 8th house, that 8th house is a connection of death. So it doesn't mean that literally one is going to die. Lot of things are happening in the 8th house. Lot of transition is happening in 8th house. So 8th house is a kind of rebirth. A new person, he comes up. That is why he entered into the 9th house. The old thing is no more. The preset of mind which he has been thinking before 8th house all burnt away, vanishes, vaporizes. So he is that newborn baby. So he is capable of burning the old, letting the old die so that he could become a new person. Becoming a new person.
But how does domination come in here?
Domination comes in a way that he totally burn away his old skin. The skin of a tree, they just remove it and the new skin is grown. So they are capable of burning their past or their previous life, or just they feel as if their past life is dead and they are born again. They are capable of rebirth. And it is said that the sun is your ego, your self-esteem, the aura of your personality. So the nature of 8th house is like a tides of an ocean, lots of ups and downs. So lot of changes happens in your self-esteem, in your self, the aura of your personality. A lot of changes happens. So there is a possibility of inconsistent or unstable personality. in 8th house. They do not feel inferior or low self-esteem, or as if their importance is being minimized, like Sun in 7th house. But again, there is instability in their personality because of Sun in 8th house. Sun in 9th house. Ninth house is the purest house, is the religious house, is the temple or horoscope. So Sun is quite comfortable, but Sun becomes over egoistic, double ego in ninth house. So they try to behave like a king in a royal manner, even when they are traveling long distance. When they are into distance travel, they prefer their journey should be very royal. Okay, so the vehicle or the medium they choose for the long distance travel is like it has to be very comfortable, kingly type. And ninth house, a house of gurus, your teachers, spiritual, religious gurus. So these people, they create a sort of dominance on their gurus. My spouse has Sun in ninth house. I'll just give you an example of one incident. We were in Mumbai. Okay. So every year she used to organize a festival, a dance festival, where she herself performed and all her students perform on stage. And she used to invite her guru from Delhi. All the arrangement, food and accommodation, traveling to and fro. So in one of the festival, guru is available. All the students have performed, and then she performed. She has done that classical dance, Kathak, North Indian dance. So the guru was to perform the finale performance, last one. Before the guru has to perform, she performed. And she performed so well. Full domination. Beautiful. And in that 35 minutes or 40 minutes performance, when she exit and the guru was to come on the stage for the performance, he said, "You have left nothing for me to perform. You have left nothing for me to perform. All the things which I was supposed to perform, you have performed it so beautifully. Now what should I do on stage?" That kind of self-esteem is diminishes, inferiority, that complex comes. He said that. So most of the time, even when the guru is coming to Mumbai, he didn't inform her that I am in Mumbai, I am performing, you also come to perform. Because of Sun in ninth house. Because he knows if she performs, my importance would be less. Guru. No?
I imagine these people can also be dominated by their own goal.
Sometimes, depending how much input, how much effort they have put in their life, how much things they have learned in their life. But I have seen from her point of view, her guru never calls her or never, and he has been calling her for 12 years, but after then she stopped. Enough is enough. She then stopped calling him because it's only one-sided affair. Whole life she has struggled alone, and Guru has done nothing for her. So, and she has done a lot for her Guru. For 10 years, she has been calling and creating a sort of lot of respect, big image, big poster, all kinds of advertisement. And whenever the Guru comes, he is not at all informing her that I am here, you at least come and meet me. So, because of this, because of Sun in, and her Sun is very strong in ninth house. And whenever she is traveling, she always opt for some royal vehicle. I said, oh, let's travel in a small vehicle. No, Fortuner or Innova, some big vehicle as well. We should be comfortable. Traveling long distance and always prefer first class AC. So, Sun behaves accordingly. Right? And these people are creative in portraying their religious creativity, you know. They're very creative. Sun in 10th house. Again, Sun is very strong in 8th house. The relation with the bosses. They create a dominance on their bosses or with their colleagues. 10th house, a house of politics, right? So nobody is capable of doing politics with these people. Things are brightened up there. Everything is in a glow, illuminated. So everything is visible. Who is doing politics? Who is doing leg pulling? Say that these people dominate at workplace. And sometimes there's an ego clash with their bosses. With their colleagues. Because of illumination and that dominance of Sun in 10th house, these people excel in the field of work, whatever the work they are involved in the early part of their life. They become successful in the early part of their life. Maybe in their early teens, they become successful or they become famous. and they dominate. Things are brightened up. Nobody can cheat these fellows. You know, 10th house, a very complicated house like 8th house. Survival the fittest, the law of jungle, all kind of leg pulling, a kind of politics, everything is happening. But sun is able to see that. Who is doing politics? Who is overpraising them? And sometimes we overpraise to for a selfish end, so they can manage it. Yeah, this person is trying to doing that, overpraising me. He must be, he has some selfish interest in me. So the person who has sun in 10th house, things are easily visible. These people dominate in their work for sure, and throughout life they dominate. Any doubt till 10th house?
Praising that you were just talking
Yes,
about.
yeah. No, the 10th house is a very complicated house. For example, to meet their selfish ends, we praise certain people so that we have some selfish interest. You want something from these people, some idea, some plan. So these people, common person, they praise, overpraise. Oh my God, you are such a nice fellow. You have so much good qualities. And then the ego of the sun inflated. And then inflated, okay, what do you want? But those people who have sun in 10th house, they are able to, their might ego would be inflated or provoked. But they understand that this person is praising me because he wants something from me. Now it depends upon them. They can give or they can withhold. That is why the science of praising others has been successful. 99%. You know, when somebody praises us, we feel good. We feel good. Our ego is satisfied. So the 99% praising is successful. That is why a lot of politics is spread everywhere. That is politics. It's praising their leader, even if they are biggest fools. No, but they are praising because they have selfish interest, right? Any question in your mind? We'll take a break, okay? Then we'll finish with the 11th and 12th house. It's quite hot today, right? Huh?
We talk about the sun.
That is, we're talking about sun.
Yeah, that's right. Lion.
So, any doubt, any question from first to 10th house about sun? Sun is most inactive planet. He is not doing, he is not involved in any kind of work. But simply his presence is creating sort of atmosphere. Sun in 11th house. So these people, they are not hiding their dreams, their wishes, their desires. We have an habit. It's an inbuilt nature of a human being that unless and until we are successful in fulfilling our wish or desire or to certain extent, okay, we do not disclose it. This is an inbuilt nature of everybody, right? But not in this case. Sun in 11th house, they project it. You know why? Because Sun is a king. I've given one example of one of my friends who used to run Basho beach huts. So he has Sun in 11th house. He has openly discussed with me that we are going to plan the same kind of Basho beach huts in South Goa. Planning, we are talking about the purchasing the land on lease, and then we will make huts and open restaurant. So he is openly discussing about his wish, his desire, or you can say dream.
It comes with confidence.
He has a lot of confidence, he's just like king. He hasn't purchased a land yet. And for a sure, he will going to purchase the same place, South Goa, and some restaurant and everything. They will be teaching yoga and everything. He's a very gentle person. So these people, they have a dominating wish, very royal kind of desire they have. The desire could be maybe someday I'll have my own restaurant and that resort nearby sea beach. That kind of desire, royal desire. Maybe someday I would be the owner of 2, 3 resorts in Arambol, and they are capable of fulfilling also because of the sun energy. Sometimes others feel, oh my God, he's asking for too much. When we discuss with these people about their desire, their wish, we we sometimes ignore. We are asking too much. It's not possible. From where he will arrange the finances and all that. But these people are very confident. And luck favors the brave, confident people. With their clients, with their business networking. They have a very dominating kind of attitude. In their presence, a sort of dominance very easily spread. And because of this networking, they, uh, they are, sun is also burning in whatever house sun is placed. Sun is burning that house. That is why it is creating a sort of dominance. Anybody who has sun in seventh house, they are burning the qualities of Venus.
In 11.
The seventh, I'm just talking about seventh. The qualities of anybody who has sun in eighth house, there is a possibility that these people have some kind of skin related problem or something related to itching with their scrotum, with their private parts. Eighth house. Eighth house is also related to your private parts. So sun in eighth house. So there is a possibility of these people having some kind of itching or skin related some rash once in a while with their scrotum or private parts.
When you say when this, wherever the sun sits, it will burn.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
here. If it's weak, not so much. If it's like it matters, if it's weak or strong.
Yes. In this life, and this concept has to be very much thorough in our mind. Nobody is 100% right or the best, very good, or very gentle, or very bad, or villain. Only the intensity is there. Everything is good or bad in comparison. He is bad, but better than that fellow. We can say that. There's no tag that he is the worst fellow or he is the best fellow. There is no tag as such. These all tags are only in books. But in our real life, it's a degrees. He is good, but less in comparison to the other fellow. He is bad, but less. He is better than the other fellow. So everything is in comparison or in intensity or in degrees. They're, from good to bad. We keep on moving. The goodness is getting minimized or the quality of goodness is reduced. At some point of time, the good person is becoming a bad person. Right? At some point of time, there is a change of face. And then his intensity might increase and he will become more and more bad. The same is the case about a bad person. It will be tilting towards the good qualities. He's becoming good. Now, good, better. Now he has become much better. So we need to think that way. We cannot tag any label on anybody or any person that he is the most bad or the worst fellow or the best fellow. The degrees are there. And in this mysterious world, I just want to share with you, because the science which I'm sharing with you is a mysterious science. So I would feel good to share with you, It is said when somebody is very good, or the intensity or the goodness is 95% or 99%, and when that fellow dies, it would be difficult to enter in any mother womb. Why? To enter in a mother womb, he should have that kind of atmosphere of goodness, good qualities. His mother, his father, both should be very good, high character, with lot of good qualities. Only then there is a possibility when they meet each other and that fellow will enter into the womb or takes birth. Otherwise, he'll become an angel. He will not. He will be there in the existence, but he will not come. There is no womb ready for the birth. Osho, mostly describe about him, has described in his book that he waited for 700 years to take a birth because no womb was ready.
This is for like special souls.
Special souls. It's only, when he describes about his mother and father, he says, not even in his or her dream, they have thought of other person, other male or other female. They were so. Certainly, these things are. I'm just explaining about the desire and the goal. Sun is also connected to our soul. During the sun time period of our life, we happen to meet our soulmate. For example, if somebody is going through sun time period in his life, in his or her life, he will come across those people who have been his or her soulmate. Maybe in the past life, they have lived together. It happened only during sun time period. So the concept which I've explained, so that is why many Westerners are sometimes confused. Why India is not a very rich country. A lot of poor people are there. Even there is no discipline. Things are not manageable. People are not professional here in comparison to Western countries. They talk different, they think different, and when they act differently. There is no synchronizing with their communication, with their thinking, and what they're happening in their life. But the reason is that you are old souls. Maybe in your previous life you have lived in India and the condition was better. Okay? Any question related to this?
Yes, because you just briefly said their desires can dominate.
Yes.
So that means that my life could, for example, be dominated by my desires.
Yes.
Or my desires also dominate life of my family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is something very strange, but this is a part of nature. All the great discoveries in invention, even the beginning of mathematics happened in India. Okay. They have developed surgery 500, 600, 1,000 years before. They have written the books where they are very minutely describing the nerves and a very minute detail of surgery. How come? Through meditation, through spiritual science. So this is very obvious, In India, there's a state called Bihar. Bihar is a northeast part of India. Bihar means affluence, being affluent. Bihar is a state in India. In verbally, it means it's BIHAR is a word. It means being affluent in all aspects of life. So those people who have named that state Bihar, they must have named it because at certain point of time there have been affluency, richness, royalness in all dimension of that state. But right now Bihar is in worst condition. Nalanda University was there in Bihar, where the scholars from globally used to come and learn their skills. It was in Bihar. But then, that is why, this is a circle. Why? Life is a circle. Because when you start from the beginning, just imagine the circle. At the peak, slowly and slowly, you will come at the bottom. Exactly opposite. And then from the bottom, it will come to the peak. Now, Western people are growing spiritually. They are going deep into the conscious mind and they have been analyzing, which is sadhus and saints of India has already realized it, that by eating non-vegetarian food, their energy get disturbed. It was there in the sutras of Patanjali, an enlightened person, 5,000, 6,000 years. He has mentioned in his Gospels, his book. Now Westerners are realizing because they are going into that spiritual realm. When you kill somebody, any animal or bird, just feel what is happening. He is totally frightened before being killed. Each and every cell of his or her body is trembling out of fear. And suddenly death happens. Each and every cell of that bird, of that animal is smothered, is occupied by fear. And we eat all the things, that energy of fear is transformed into our energy. You might have observed it or not. I don't know. All the people who have been more into that animal eaters, non-vegetarians, they have created a lot of violence in this world. Because out of fear, they do violence. They have fear. Might somebody attack on us? Before they attack, let's attack. Most of the Muslim people, But right now, all Hindus are also eating non-vegetarian food. But there are a few intellectual Muslim people, they have stopped eating animals. But very rare. So anybody who's in the field of spirituality or yoga practice, and in India, all kinds of vegetables are available. All kinds of dry fruits are there. Fresh fruits are available. I sometimes wonder, and I am, the Muhammad, Pagambar, Muslim religion, where the Muslim religion was originated, at that part, there was no vegetation. No vegetation was there. So, for the human being to survive, they have to depend on animals. Because a human being is a higher realm, so they have to depend on animals. So that is why they have Muhammad has openly have told. If you could read the Quran, he said, just for your appetite, kill animals, not for fun. But nobody realizes that. Had he born and raised in India, he would have said the different thing. In India, all kinds of fruits, vegetables, dry fruits are available. Just to satisfy taste buds, we are doing so much killing, right? All vegetarian foods have all the things, fruits, everything, even proteins. There's a myth that we'll get protein only in non-vegetarian food. No, no, no. Even vegetarian food have. We need to search. We have to go deep. Only then we could make out. So that's a different topic. So 11th house clear. Sun in 11th house, all desired wishes, they projected like the wish of a king. Sun in 12th house. They throw parties and they celebrate like kings. They are not miser in expenditure. They donate like kings. They spend like kings. Staying alone, their huts or their seclusion, one can easily see that not an ordinary person is staying in a seclusion. Some royal person is staying there. But because of the quality of burning, sun in 12th house, anybody who has sun in 12th house, they have all the qualities of royal celebration, royal expenditure, everything. But again, people are a bit uncomfortable there because that house is a house of relaxation, just being laid back. And so much light, so much brightness. Is it possible to relax? It's not possible. We need darkness to relax. We need dim light. So much brightness. We have to put sheets or blankets on our face or some blindfold on eyes. So they are a bit uncomfortable with the placement of sun in 12th house. Because they are not able to enjoy their leisure time. So these people are always in search of some place where less light or the silence or at least in some darkness so that I could relax. My sister has sun in 12th house. So whenever she is at home, the maternal home, she searched for some room which is very cave-like. And my sister comes to the maternal home. She is not sleeping where everybody is sleeping. She is searching for a room which is like cave so that no darkness enters. And she could enjoy the sleep, relax. And this is happening for these kind of people. So much illumination, so much brightness, so much glow. Okay?
How about the institutions like asylums, hospitals? That are connected as well?
Yes, it is connected. 12th house is a asylum, rehabilitation center, hospitals, and even prison. So all the things are being brightened up. Even if they are hospitalized, there would be the full ventilation, a lot of sunlight coming up. It's not the dark prison like area they would be settling. No, a lot of illumination is coming at their place. Wherever, I was talking about one of my client who has sun in fourth house. So it means a lot of brightness. Windows, so light is coming from the windows, from the doors. I was talking about one of my client who has sun in fourth house. So when I entered his room, a lot of light was coming from the windows, from the doors, four windows. So sun burns, sun brightens. So these people happen to visit hospitals or they due to some sickness, they are admitted in the hospital. They will have that kind of brightness and illumination because sun is following them wherever you go. It's not that your own home, that girl, she was, I think, maybe from France, and she has taken very small room there in Dharamkot. But sun is traveling along with her, and fourth house, the dwelling place, all the qualities started coming up. Even the sun in seventh house, the the spouse, the qualities of spouse is brightened up. Even if the spouse is stupid, but all the good qualities or the spouse is in illumination, highlighted. When I described sun in ninth house, the double ego in the sense they are always interested in helping others, not taking help. One of my elder brother has sun in ninth house. So he's quite elder to me, around 8 years. So he used to help me during my college time, during my teenage. But when I started earning, I purchased a video player and I feel like gifting to him. So I went to Delhi with that video player. I gifted him. Very lukewarm response from him. Why? I don't feel like taking from somebody. Double ego. Okay, you can place it. No excitement. Oh, wow, thank you. So great, nice of you. No, very lukewarm response. Sun in ninth house. They feel like giving instead of taking. But other planets also play the role. I'm only talking about sun. 10th house, these people are illuminated. Oh my God. His talent is very easily visible. 10th house. His talent is visible. Okay? It's very difficult to stay with these people who have sun in fourth house, because their aura is creating dominance. If anybody has sun in fourth house, I did remember one couple who has sun in a fourth house. The husband has sun in fourth house. The whole family is waiting, let him go out so that we can relax for some time, because he's creating so much illumination, so much brightness, and we are getting burned away. Not exactly by his dominance. We do not feel relaxed, free, because sun is roaming here and there, the whole house. King, clear? Fourth house, the whole family. You go out for some time so that you can chill. They may not be saying in words, but they are expecting 5 hours. This fellow is out. Too long, too much, and he is not doing anything. He is only roaming from one room to another. He's not interfering, but his presence. So clear? The sun in all the 12 houses. If you have any doubt, please ask. We will do. We'll start with earth element. Any doubt? Any doubt related to this? Okay. The last element, earth element. When we talk about earth element, it means that we feel something fixed. Something fixed, stagnant, not moving. Not flexible, static. There is no motion. No motion. Things are static. This is earth. Fixed and consistent, stable, stability, consistency. Yes, reliable. We can rely on this. We cannot rely on water. If the class is going on in a ship, you'll be moving in there, that a kind of enjoyment would be there. But more reliable on earth. Stagnant, stubborn, or adamant, or all kind of adjectives you can use. But we can rely, we can trust, we can walk on earth, we can depend. So when we talk about earth, so things are fixed, grounded. All the things are happening on earth, right? The fire is being lit on earth. We cannot lit fire in air. To lit fire, earth is required. For water to flow, earth is required. All this construction, all this trees, plants, all the movements are happening because of earth. These big trees, this plantation, all the vegetation which has happened on earth would not have been possible if there is no earth. Everything will fall in the abyss. Earth is a gravitation. Earth pulls. And for the growth, earth is required. You know? What else come in your mind when I talk about earth? Unmovable, staying at one place. Hmm? Even the birds, they are flying in air. When they are tired, they have to sit down on earth.
Their food comes from the
Yes.
source of all life source. Yes.
This is, earth is holding the life. Life would have vanished. Earth is holding life. You know the photosynthesis process which is happening in plants? Photosynthesis process, because of which oxygen is generated, would not have been possible if there is no earth. Air would not have been possible if there is no earth. But in particular, photosynthesis process, because moon has earth, but there is no oxygen, because there is no vegetation. So, no vegetation, no photosynthesis process. So there is no oxygen. We cannot survive on planet Moon or any other planet. So let's talk about zodiac signs.
What's the Sanskrit name of that?
Prithvi, Pri, Prithvi, or Dharti, Prithvi, Prithvi. Yes. In other language also, this is a we say Zameen in Urdu, because in Sanskrit it is Prithvi or Dharti, or even other name Dhara. Dhara.
Mooladhara.
Yeah, Mooladhara, right? From there you need to start your Kundalini energy. We are at Mooladhara, the last center, which is connected to earth. So the first zodiac sign which falls in the category of earth element is Taurus or Vrishab. Lordship, Venus or Shukra. Okay. So connected with the second house. The very important part for the growth of a child, that is the place where the child is growing up in a family. He has been supported by his family. He is eating food. So when I have to explain about Taurus, I'm putting number 2 in first house. Right? Number 2 in first house. So it means these people, they have a very practical approach towards the traits and quality of second house. They are very grounded people. They are not kind of philosopher. because the air element is missing to be a philosopher. So they have a very grounded approach. Their personality, the Taurus people, if you could minutely observe Taurus people, second house is the face. Face is the prominent part of their personality. And the energy of second house is reflecting through first house. First house is our overall personality, our physical structure. So when they communicate, their face, right? And their practical approach towards food, eating, enjoyment should continue, but let's have our meals first. Very practical approach that. And there is a possibility that they are fond of singing. Enjoy singing. My father-in-law, he has very less knowledge or less knowledge regarding that sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, all singing notes. But he is singing. He is into that karaoke. Karaoke, you understand, no? All that kind of, he is very fond of singing. And he has a very practical approach. Okay, evening, okay, the night, the food is being prepared. Okay, let's finish off with the dinner and then we will enjoy. Right? These people are very much connected with their family lineage. And they have a very practical approach. My in-laws stay in the northern part of India. It's the city name is Moradabad. Okay, so there they have two houses. The first house, that paternal house, very old house, more than 100 years. But then they shifted to another. But my father-in-law was not interested in that house. It's too much connected with that. Their paternal house. So after a very long time period, only recently they have sold it. So the face and their voice, when they speak, any kind of voice, they speak, their voice and their face is the main dominating part of their personality. If you have not observed Taurus ascendant, now you start seeing from my point of view. Dominating part of personality, a voice. Because of the lordship of Venus, they enjoy each and everything. They enjoy. They enjoy each and every part. Their meal, they want to decorate their face, they are singing. The next uh, zodiac sign is number 6, Virgo, which is Kanya. And the Mercury and Buddha, the Lordship. Okay. Now I'm putting number 6 in first house. So their energy, their personality is connected, focused, and funneled towards the negative aspect of life. These people are very professional, unlike Gemini people. The Lordship is the same, Mercury and Mercury. But Gemini, air, they are freaking out, enjoying. They can waste time in frivolous talks, but not these people. They will not waste time in frivolous talks. They are very calculative when dealing with other people. They mean business, practical approach. Their personality have a practical approach. So whatever they are doing, they will try to have that professional approach in their actions. You know, Professional approach. But their personality is connected with the energy of 6,000, dealing with problems, obstacles, enemies. But they are able to solve the issues. You know why? Because of earth element, their practical approach. They are grounded people. One of my friend has Virgo sign ascendant, so Virgo ascendant. So he rarely call me. He calls me once or twice when he has some work. These people are not interested in wasting time in useless discussions. Because of Virgo and earth element, their personality is very grounded. Their personality is grounded, not like unlike Gemini. The lordship is same, but because of the element, there is a big difference. They are serious people. Virgo, they are very serious in their life, right? So even when they enjoy, they mean business. And things differ depending upon the position of Mercury, right? more into calculation, planning, analyzing, criticizing. They are into that criticizing. They criticize themselves and also others. And they find that kind of negativity is always stick to their personality. They always feel a kind of negative aura stick to their personality, whatever they do. So they, because of this, they become bit frustrated. So these people are always in solving issues, problems, obstacles. In spite of them, they are not able to get that kind of satisfaction because the problems or the negativity is not outside. It is in their pattern of personality. Is a kind of negative. Their approach. You know, same lordship, but so much difference between Gemini and Virgo. Big difference. Any question related to Virgo? The last one, Capricorn, Makar, Makar, Saturn, the lordship, or Shani. This would be the last one. The way I've explained, among means Pisces is the most relaxed water energy, and among air elements, Gemini. Among air elements, I've described the Gemini energy is the most relaxed air energy. Yes, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. These are three air elements zodiac sign. So among all these, Gemini, the most relaxed air energy. In case of water, Pisces. Okay? Any confusion? Now, among all these earth signs, Capricorn, the strongest one, the most practical one, the most grounded, and the strongest earth energy. It is connected to the 10th house. They are very professional but positive. Saturn in this zodiac sign is strongest in comparison to Aquarius. Mercury is stronger in Virgo in comparison to Mercury is stronger in Virgo in comparison to Gemini because of the grounded and practical. Capricorn people, they are very punctual, accountable, responsible, very hardworking. And they also not wasting time in frivolous things. They are they want to do something related to business because it is connected to the 10th house. A very practical approach towards life. They will not simply talk, they do it. These are the most action oriented people. Action oriented people, and they are in favor of winning the race. Let some politics mixed up with it. They have no problem. Let some politics mixed up with this winning. They are okay with it. Because of 10th energy, the law of jungle, survival the fittest. Everything is fair in love and war. They have that kind of mindset. That is why they are the most successful people. But then, depending upon the position of Saturn and the degree and other planets also. Okay?
Is there a touch of loneliness because they always go to the top for themselves?
See, wherever Saturn energy comes, one feels lonely. Keep this thing in your mind. Wherever Saturn energy or the planet Saturn is moving, Saturn in the first house, one feel lonely with himself. Saturn in seventh house feel lonely with the relationship with the spouse. Wherever Saturn comes, it creates a sort of loneliness. So they are more grounded in comparison to other Saturn zodiac sign, that is Aquarius. Because they are fixed and they take a step and then again fixed. Very practical, very calculative moves in their life. They are not jumping without any planning. They plan and move. Saturn here is the strongest. So these people, yes, that kind of loneliness does exist. It is connected to, in comparison, more lonely in comparison to Aquarian. Because they will not move unless and until they have motive. Aquarians will move because of air element. Air is everywhere. There is no foundation. Any other question you have regarding Capricorn? You are familiar with anybody who has Capricorn ascendant?
No.
Right? So you can think if some question pops up. So we'll end the session here. Tomorrow is the last class. Okay, we'll finish all these things, the planets in all the houses, and I will also try to cover the degree part to analyze the strength of individual planets, the degree. So we'll try to cover that, and we will discuss all the questions you please ask. And after the session is over, we will cut a small cake. We will celebrate. Okay, the pics or small reviews from your end, which I could upload on my website. Okay, but do ask questions.
And still have Mars, Moon,
Yep. From Sun, we have
Rahu.
Moon.
3 planets.
Yes, Moon, Mars, and Rahu.
In one day.
Yes, we will cover.
Questions.
Even if it is extended, we will cover.